Hello students, welcome you all in the series of online classes and our today's topic is hello students. In my previous video I was discussing the chapter polynomial. So today we will see some more questions from the chapter polynomial. In chapter polynomial we were discussing exercise 2.2. So let's see few more examples from exercise 2.2. I think exercise 2.2 has been already completed. So now we are to discuss remainder theorem. Here today we are to discuss remainder theorem. What is remainder theorem? Let's see what is remainder theorem. Remainder theorem. First of all, a statement of the remainder theorem. What does remainder theorem says? So first of all, you need to know the statement of remainder theorem. Remainder theorem states that statement. First you write there statement. A statement. Let Px be a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1, and let A be any real number. So when Px is divided by linear polynomial x minus a, then remainder will be polynomial of a. This is the statement of remainder theorem. In remainder theorem, it is saying that let Px be a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1. Okay? And A be any real number. A be any real number. Either it may be positive or negative. Real number means 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, anyone. Minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, anyone. So when Px is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a, then remainder will be polynomial of a. The use of this theorem, the use of remainder theorem is to obtain remainder without performing actual division. This is the main purpose, main use of a remainder theorem. Let's see how it been proved. Proof. Let Px be a polynomial. Since Px is a polynomial whose degree is greater than equal to greater than equal to 1. So when Px is divided by x minus a, then let quotient be qx and remainder is Rx. We suppose it. Then from division algorithm, Px equals to x minus a into qx plus Rx. This is from division algorithm. That is, you know that dividend equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, but the degree of x minus a is 1, so degree of Rx must be less than 1. That is, degree of Rx equals to 0, that is less than 1. Rx equals to 0, it means it will be R, that is a constant polynomial. So now we can write this equation first. So now I am removing the statement. So now you can write this equation. Then since Px equals to x minus a into qx plus r, because the degree of Rx is 0, so its value will be constant, that is only r. Now taking x equals to a real number, so we have P a equals to a minus a into qa plus r. So P a equals to 0 into qa plus r. So hence we have r equals to polynomial of a, and this way your remainder theorem has been proved. This is the proof of remainder theorem. Children, let's look at once again. Suppose Px is a polynomial whose degree is greater than equal to 1. Degree must be greater than equal to 1. So when Px is divided by x minus a, which is a linear polynomial, this is a linear polynomial, then let quotient be qx. There will be some quotient, so we suppose the quotient as qx, and remainder also, so we suppose the remainder as rx. Then from division algorithm, using division algorithm, we can write Px equals to x minus a into qx plus rx. This is from division algorithm. But the degree of x minus a is 1. X minus a is our divisor. So you know that the degree of remainder is always smaller than degree of divisor. So here degree of divisor x minus a is 1. So degree of its remainder, that is Rx, must be less than 1. So degree of Rx equals to 0. It means it is a constant polynomial. So it will be R only. The degree, its value will be only R. Now putting this value in this equation, So we have here Px equals to x minus a into Qx plus R. Now taking x equals to a real number a. So you have polynomial of a equals to, substituting x by a, so we have polynomial of a equals to a minus a into qa plus r. So pa equals to 0 into qa plus r. So r equals to pa, that is polynomial of a, and this is your remainder theorem proof, and hence the proof of remainder theorem is concluded. This is the way by which you can prove the remainder theorem. Now let's take some questions based on remainder theorem. How you will solve the questions based on this theorem. So now we are taking the question from exercise 2.3. So the question from exercise 2.3, exercise 2.3, and your first question is, question number 1 is, find the remainder when, find the remainder when x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 is divided by first x plus 1, second x minus 1 by 2, third x, and 4 x plus pi, and fifth is 5 plus 2x, 5 plus 2x. Yes, this is the questions. I will solve one by one each questions from question number 5. The question is saying that find the remainder when this is a polynomial x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 is divided by x plus 1, x minus 1 by 2, x, x plus pi, 5 plus 2x. These all are the divisor and this is the dividend. But without performing actual division, with the help of remainder theorem, you are supposed to find its remainder. So apply the remainder theorem. First of all, let's you see solution. Let first you assume the polynomial. Let px equals to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1, and your suppose first question, I am solving first question, and you suppose this as another polynomial gx equals to x plus 1. So first of all, you bring the divisor, the polynomial by which you have to divide, in the standard form, that is x minus a, in the form of x minus a. So this can be also written as x minus of minus 1. Is it or not? Here the value of a is minus 1. So you write here when px is divided by gx, then from remainder theorem, remainder will be equal to what? Remainder will be equals to polynomial of a, and here the value of a is what? Minus 1. at the place of a. So here remainder will be remainder equals to polynomial of -1. And now you substitute -1 for x in the given polynomial. So it will be -1 whole cube plus 3 into -1 square plus 3 into -1 plus 1. And see, you simplify it, it will be -1 plus 3 minus 3 plus 1. It means plus 3 minus 3 will get cancelled, plus 1 minus 1 will get cancelled. So it will be 0. It means its remainder becomes remainder equals to 0. In this way, you can solve the question by using the remainder theorem. So this is the method by which you have to solve. Let's solve the second question also. In second question, what you have to do? In second question also, just you have to making slight change. Your gx will be equal to x minus 1 by 2. It will be x minus 1 by 2, and this is in a standard form. It is already in a standard form, so no need to bring it in the standard form. Here the value of a is 1 by 2. So when px is divided by gx, then from your remainder theorem, remainder will be equal to pa, and pa is equal to what? You may write here direct 1 by 2, polynomial of 1 by 2. So polynomial of 1 by 2 will become, just you put the value of 1 by 2, 1 by 2 cube, 1 by 2a square, and here also 1 by 2. So now you simplify this. So you will have 1 by 8 plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 2 plus 1. Again you simplify it by taking it as LCM. So when you take it as LCM, then it will be 1 plus 4 2 ja 8, 3 2 ja 6, plus 2 4 ja 4 3 ja 12, plus 8. That is 20 plus 6 plus 1, 27 by 8 is the required remainder when it is being divided by x minus 1 by 2. Similarly, you can take third question also. In third question, you can see that your the value of a is not here. So you can write x as x minus 0 in question number 3. So when px is divided by gx, then from remainder theorem, remainder is equal to polynomial of 0. So just you put 0 at the place of x. So it will be 0 cube plus 0 square plus 0 plus 1. So in solving this, you can have the remainder equals to, it will be 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1. So remainder equals to 1 is your answer. Because there is no value of a given, so you can write x in the form of x minus a as x minus 0 also. So in this way, you can solve this question. Now coming to question number 4. So when you solve question number 4, then you can do your gx will be become equals to x plus pi. Okay. So when px is divided by gx, then you write in the standard form. So it can be also written as x minus of minus pi. So when px is divided by gx, then from remainder theorem, remainder will be polynomial of minus pi. Because at the place of it, there is minus pi. So you need to calculate polynomial of minus pi. So when you calculate polynomial of minus pi, then it will be minus pi. Here it will be minus pi, and here it will be minus pi. So now you simplify it. So after simplification you will have, it will become minus pi cube plus 3 pi square minus 3 pi plus 1. And now putting the value of pi, that is 22/7, you can obtain, and simplifying it, you can obtain the remainder of these questions. Now coming to your last question, that is question number 5. Your gx is given, here gx is given 5 plus 2x, 5 plus 2x. So you can write in this form also 2x plus 5, because we write variable first and thereafter constant. So you have to find the value of x. So you can also take, since 2x plus 5 equals to 0, so x will be equal to minus 5/2. Okay, and now you put the remainder will be minus 5/2. So now you put the value of p minus 5/2 for x. So it will be minus 5/2 here. Here it will be also minus 5/2. And here also it will be minus 5/2. So on simplifying it, we have what we have? We have equals to minus 125/8, and it will be 25 plus 3 into 3, that is 75/4 minus 15/2 plus 1. So taking it as LCM, it will be minus 125 plus 150 minus 15/4 is 60 plus 8, and all you adding and subtracting, you will get the remainder of this question. So in this way, children, you can solve this type of questions. I hope that all of you have understand for finding the remainder without actual performing division. So now for your today's homework is to complete exercise 2.3. Just you have to finish the exercise 2.3, all of you. Okay, thank you.